Toyeen Talks. To all our beautiful subscribers, we say thank you so much for staying with us. And you are new here, we are happy you find us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you will be notified for more upcoming videos. In the comment section, please no derogatory comments. Thank you all for watching. Till I will see you in my
at the I was actually at the extreme end because you can't sit in front like that because of family. They will kick me out. So in order to avoid being kicked out, I went to hide in corner. Going forward, when it was time, the judge said, okay, everybody should. The judge even came in before them, definitely. Sorry. So the judge then, Sanshitu now asked the judge about what Grexy just said about Bankole and Smith, because I wrote it here, Prof Smith, I was abbreviating it. If they sent in an order, if she got an order that he got one, and the judge was like, the magistrate also, she was like, she didn't get any. So he was like, please check your phone that is being sent to him. Didn't the rest people get it? They were nodding their heads. I don't know, maybe one counselor was trying to say yes, I don't know. So one other guy, that's the pathologist lawyer, stood up and said, sorry, the stuff that people are talking about, he did not get a copy. He said, let's move forward. Everybody have said they didn't get a copy, that they need to move on. So it was then Sanshituna had to take the floor. But the judge was like, the magistrate was like, she didn't see anything, that maybe later she will check, maybe it will fall in her own. But for days now, she hasn't, as at the moment she even sat there. And if they look at it, she has been sitting there since morning. That's like, let me say, I got there before 8. They have started the sitting. If you remembered, I was live, like showing people that they all was getting food. They had already started at some point then. So she was like, she hadn't touched her phone, so she doesn't know of anything like that. Maybe when it's time, she would, during the recession, maybe that's when she might see it. She doesn't know. So they said, okay, let them move forward with the inquest. So Sanshituna asked the pathologist about his profession, that how long has he been, if you cannot wait, leave. Don't tell me summarize your narrative, Koko, get out. So moving forward, Emma Binu. Moving forward, Sanshituna asked the pathologist, how long has he been in practice? You understand, like his background. So he said he has been practicing like since 2010. That he started with, he joined the pathologist team since 2010. So then the other part was another. They talked. He introduced himself properly and said other things.
Sorry, Naimoli, please hold on. Let me make this announcement, please. For the sake of sanity and positive, whatever, any negative comments will block. The person that says summarize now, I don't know, maybe it's your data they are using. I've blocked you. I don't want to know who you are. Any negative comments, I will block you, Nick. Continue, please.
All right. So he further asked again. He now told him to open to page 2. I think that's about the the CTC. I don't know, BioBillion. If you can go on to the CTC, because they read about the CTC. That's in the not CTC, the results. That's autopsy results. So that we read about
result, it's page 4 pages. Page 2 is the information of the autopsy.
Yes. So he asked him about the information, told him to read about it. So while they were reading about it, he talked about the injury, because I marked it. He said around that injury part, that if the heart, so he started talking about injury. He said if somebody's heart maybe got an injury towards the heart, are you saying that the part that you, because according to him they wrote severe, moderate to severe. I think I need to go and get that autopsy result out so that we'll be able to work with it. He said the autopsy result, according to their autopsy results, it was saying moderate to severe. If you are saying it's from moderate, it got to severe, are you saying that at the severity of it hitting the heart, would you say that the thing cannot cause, can you say that it can lead to death? The pathologist answered yes. That was what he was saying. He was just saying yes, that it can lead to death. Because before then, when they were asking him a question, it was not like, let him explain. Sanshitu said no. All I need is your answer, straight answer. Yes or no is what they want to deal with. Going on to the next part, Sanshitu now still talked about the stuff, another part that he said discipline area. You also said moderate to severe in your investigation. If you are saying that this stuff that you discovered, that it was from a moderate state, it can get to a severe state, do you agree that when it's severe, it can lead to death? The pathologist said, yes, correct, that it can lead to death as well. So Sanshitu still talked about the adrenaline, trying to break down the hormones and everything to him, and now said that if it's in severe states, do you believe it can also lead to death? The pathologist agreed as well, said yes. He said you talked about he talked about the pancreas, talked about the kidney, that you mentioned it, that it gets from moderate to severity. And he asked, do you think that it can lead to death as well in a severe case? He said yes, it can. So Sanshitu referred him to page 8. So, and in that page 8, I think they were asking about the major injuries, because when he said the injuries, the pathologist was not like, no, it's just an injury. The son said, okay, injury, that let's say, he now said it's a minor injury, that is not that a minor injury. Okay, Sanshitu now asked him, yes, because from the answer I remember the question too. Sanshitu now asked him that, can a minor, do you agree that a minor or a major injury, like a severe injury, a serious wound, or a minor wound, can lead to death? So he was saying, no, he needs to explain. Sanshitu said, answer. He now said, minor injury cannot lead to death, cannot lead to cause of death. That minor injury won't lead to cause of death. Sanshitu said, so no blood, hold on, please. So he was saying, so no blood seen, sorry, please. Plus stab injuries, no bleeding, but there's, yes, okay. So he talked about it. He said, so now they said in the injury now, he's trying to say that at the burial ground, when they in that test, right, in that page 8, they talked about the bleeding part. Said under his test that he said there was no blood, they didn't find eje, that they found mud and all that. He now said that yes, that they found he said no blood, that they didn't get any blood on Mohbad's body, but the only way they could get blood from Mohbad when they wanted to do their test is from the blood vessels, that they had to scrape the vessels in order to get blood. Okay, let me just say, he says no, he got blood from vessels. So he said yes. So I'm sorry, I'm reading my question in order to answer you so that you get it. So he says he got the blood shot from the, from the blood vessels. And if they were able to take blood immediately after Mohbad died in less than 24 to 48 hours, it's always easy. But after 8 days, they will have to go through the inner part of the body, that's like maybe from the heart, that they were able to scrape from the vessels there to use in running tests. So Sanshitu says, the last page of the toxicology, so he interjected and was like, he's not the one that, gave the results and all that. But at some point, Sanshitu now interjected because I didn't really jot that part. So Sanshitu replied him saying, boy, you came to defend this result from them, right? So Sanshitu now, he now said yes. So another part was page 3. Sanshitu referenced page 3. And I think at that part there, that was when he was summarizing the pathologist, hold on please, statement. Okay, yes, that's when he was responding to pathologist statement, saying that if pathologist is saying he cannot respond for the toxicologist, how can he come to the court to defend what he doesn't know? That he should have made his proper findings before coming to defend in the last inquest that he, went to defend it. He now said that, okay, wait, let me ask. There is a part where, okay, yes, can the doing cause the cause? Okay, so at some point they now talked about, I need to get to that part 3, page 3, because I don't know what was in the page 3. So whenever they read it, it will tell them, go to page 3, read about so parts, Then he talked about maybe the external examination, but the pathologist answer around that part, page 3, was like, he said, because well, like, can the stuff cause death? He said yes, it can. And I think it's about the sorry, please, I'm trying to get it. Okay, I think it's external. Maybe this one I will have to summarize, go read the results myself in order to get this thing. But they were talking about the whole injury here. So another part, let me just go straight to the next question. He said, did he find it at any space that the hand of the that did he check? Did he see any injury, before the test was done and all that? Sorry. Did he find out if okay, so he said, did he find out if there was any kind of issues, like before the toxicology could do his own? He said no, that he didn't do anything because he is not a toxicology expert, but he's a pathologist. That is the toxicologist that is to respond to that. So another part, he said, so your report is inconclusive then? He said yes, that his report is inconclusive because since he could not, stand on what he came to defend the last time. Then they went forward and I said, as a method, NMS said nothing was done in their lab. What can he say? May 23rd, sorry, that what can you say about it? He now said they denied it, that he denied it's not him, you understand? Then on that period, he went further, like Sanshito was like, and did you bring any of your evidence, like a copy where you debunked NMS? That did you go out and debunk NMS, like maybe any news, like a press release debunking that NMS, the news that Punch gave out then, that is a lie? Did they at any point do that? It has said it's not like that. That he needed to explain what happened. That the case is a third party thing, and the people that went to NMS to make inquiry, according to Punch, that went to NMS to make inquiry, they went with Mohbad's name, and they didn't go with Mohbad's name. They went with a code, and they were asking for results, which according to IPA law, this was why I was saying that they listened to what we discussed. That according to IPA law, they will not give you such information, that they will never give you the results. And the people that went there went to ask for results, and they used a third party. So it's more or less like they sent their test to someone, and that person now sent it to what's this people's name, NMS. So that was what happened, that it got to NMS via code, not with Mohbad's name. So at some point again, Sana said, did he investigate it, that indeed that what these people stated, that they said NMS brought fake results, did he investigate it and all that? If he got to NMS, he said yes, that he did. He said he did. So Sanshito further went forward and said, fatal drugs under the stuff. He said fatal drugs reaction to death, that can fatal drug reaction lead to death? He now said yes. So he said it's very possible that it can lead to death under their test results. Sanshito now further went forward and said, are there other ways you can investigate? That's investigate Mohbad's case. So he listed some other techniques that they can use in investigating Mohbad's corpse. And he said they can use X-ray, visual. Sorry, they can use X-ray, they can use visual ways. He mentioned about a few. So Sanshito now said, did you use the modern, those are the modern tools. Sanshito now said, did you use the modern tools for this test? So he said no, that they didn't use the modern one, that Nigeria doesn't have any of those modern tools anywhere. So, and at some point Sanshito now said that, that Mohbad's case is an international body, that people are very interested in this case, and doesn't he think that at that case they should have since they said they are taking it abroad and all that, they should have used modern stuff. That this case is a very crucial case. He said, yes, that he knows, but they didn't use any modern tools. They didn't investigate deep. Like use, there are some tools that maybe from what they were saying, like tools that would dig further. You said what?
That without laceration, they could get what they wanted to get.
I didn't get you. Mr. Gorexi, please go ahead.
That modern technology that they couldn't get a laceration on his neck.
Yeah.
Which could have been applied without laceration. Just put it under the CTI machine, all those machines, like a scan, and they'll be able to see everything. But he said the object is not in Africa, it's not in Nigeria, it's not in Africa. What Sanshitu was trying to expose there was that if you could take the sample, send the sample abroad, but you had a better and more reliable technology in which they are going to scan through the body and you will see everything. You could as well transported the body abroad, which you did not do, and you are coming here to give us inconclusive and a kind of result that is not ascertained. There is no certainty in the result you are bringing. It was an interesting day though, and I'm enjoying your narrative and your analysis. Please sit back and continue. I'm enjoying bit by bit of what you are saying. Thank you very much. If I have anything to say, I'll come in.
Thank you. I only just try to analyze a little, but these are the questions I try to, it's not easy. You're writing question, writing answer immediately like that. So I try to pick. I'm trying to manage Tony at the same time. So anyway, let me move forward. Then all right. Tony the vex say Ogbeni sorrow. What like parrot near monitoring they will deny now. Leave them, please. Let me hear. Let me go ahead. Sorry, please.
And I told you
Tony, only me, mind calling me jade. I'm ready more to give up. Anyway, let me continue. Sorry. Let me know.
Tony that almost scattered the court today. Hey, both inside and outside.
No, recording is not allowed. That's why your phones might even be switched off. So this is the next going forward. So he said that have they said to you that your report is still work in progress? That's the reports they brought. Did they tell you that it's still a work in progress? The pathologist said no. So I think he asked him a question. I missed that question though. I missed the question. So that was when he was saying something, let him interpret. There was a part he was saying, please let me interpret. Sanshitu was like, answer the question. There is nothing like, don't disrupt. Okay, hold on, please. Let me go to the next paper where I wrote my question.
Did Wunmi lawyer ask the pathology any question?
Oh, wait now. I don't know. I'm going now. Baby, calm down, baby. Baby. Oh, boy, is in it. I forgot my jotter at home. I had to start begging for paper. Now everybody wey ask question, I put their talk here. Now the one we know today, I just stopped. So at this stage here, sorry, hold on please. I need to get to the page. Okay, the next one is okay. This is my question. So Sanshitu 5. I'm going to the next place where I wrote. Sanshitu now said, "Do you have reports by the toxicology?" He said no. He doesn't have a copy of the report. Sanshitu now went further and asked again that you said the results is uncertain. There was a part in this thing that he summarized toxicology results, saying that the result is uncertain. So Sanshitu used synonyms for inconclusive. Inconclusive is uncertain. Not there are other words like which other words can I use for uncertain?
Ascertain.
Yes. Thank you very much. The word ascertain was also used. So Sanshitu broke it down.
In progress.
Yes. Sanshitu broke it down to a layman's term. He said your results, you said is blah, blah, blah. And can the injury cause death? Because Sanshitu said, since you said all these things are unascertained, blah, 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 blah. And can that injury of Mohbad, on Mohbad's arm that they saw, can it cause death? The pathologist now said, no, it can't cause death. So now this is Wunmi's lawyer. Wunmi's lawyer was like, was it done by you alone or others? If the test was done by him alone or others? He said, not him alone. The pathologist now replied that he wasn't the only one that did the test. This is Wunmi's lawyer. So he further went ahead to ask again that, did he identify the drugs that were used on Mohbad, that was found on Mohbad? That's when they did the test. That did the pathologist identify the drugs inside Mohbad? Pathologist now said no. Prime Boy's lawyer, he said that was all for it. Just 2 questions. Prime Boy's lawyer went further and asked, saying, will you say another test can come back same with their own? That's same with his own results. He now said, most likely not. That not ascertained, like he cannot, that it can come in like similar like his own. So the lawyer asked another one. I think I missed that other question. But then Sam Larry's lawyer asked, they didn't ask much, all of them were just asking 1, 2. So Sam Larry's lawyer now asked his own, Sam Larry Naira Marley's lawyer asked the pathologist. He now said, does it mean your report doesn't show if it's injection, if it's via injection, IM or oral, that the results, the reports that they brought, if the results can show if it is oral or this thing? So the pathologist now says, or IV, like that's like showing the dosage of IV that might have been given, or IM or this thing. So the pathologist was not like, he says it just shows the drug, but it doesn't show if it's via IM or via oral. That is difficult to state the part of the body that the drug was given. Then again, I missed that one zone. Isha asked, but then it wasn't too keen. At some point I wasn't answering, writing again, because some people question, no, they ginger me. So now going to this lawyer now, the lawyer for women, lawyer Biodun for women, that's Anwa Biamos, not TikTok Abiamos. I'm talking about women Kenya Association. Please, I repeat that word.
It's popularly called Yagani.
Yagani, thank you.
Yagani, yes, Yagani. I mean Gani Fawe. Gani Fawe. So Yagani Lamang Queen is Yagani Lamang Queen is struggle. Yagani.
Okay. Her name is Lawyer Biodun. Please, I withdraw that statement. Not TikTok Abiamo. Please, I beg. I'm talking of women, like women's society, something like that. She's a lawyer for them. So she now asked. She was under, now took over. She said, what are the standard application, like what are the standard ways to do the test? So the pathologist was like, he explained himself, the order, like, when they will get an order from the police first on for, he shall introduce it the way they did the proceedings now, that they went to, they went to pick Mohbad's corpse, after they get the order, they do take their sample. After they do that, you shall explain all those parts. Anybody if they Google all those ones, call am I being sorry? So he just said everything will be done. After they've gotten it, they will send the stuff back, they will give it to the police or whatever. So he now said, how many branches do they have in Nigeria, the Lagos pathologist branches? He mentioned that there are 4 branches. That's the histopathy, micro blah 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 blah. He shall mention the 4. So the lawyer further went. He said, you analyzed to, he said, the lawyer now further went. He said, did you analyze the body? Did you analyze the head? That's when Mohbad was exhumed, since he saw it, that did he analyze Mohbad's body, if he saw injuries, or the head, if he checked the head? He said, yes, that they did, that they brought out the brain and did everything so that they don't miss anything. That they opened his brain, they took out samples that they wanted to use and to do the test. So the lawyer now said, did you see any injury on Mohbad's head? He said, the pathologist now said, no, only the forearm he saw an injury. So the lawyer was like, what objects, like sharp, or what object is it, like a stab, or what was the kind of injury? He just said that the body, that is only a superficial injury. So the lawyer now went further. Impacts of autopsy and what's the impact of autopsy and toxicology? He now said to find the cause in order to help with the results. You understand that the best time that they can do is always like, it comes within, okay, wait, so yeah, it comes within 3 days. Cause of, wait, hold on, and came in with 3 days. Anyway, I think I missed that part, but maybe later when I read this thing, because my write-up is rubbish. He said, how did you scoop out the blood? Okay, yes, it was there. He was talking about the, sorry, let me go back to that place, about the impact of autopsy toxicology on tests. So I just noted that. So the lawyer was asking that, you said when Sanchitu was sanctioning him that he took blood out and all that, and all of a sudden you're saying that if it was within that I was able to get blood after 8 days. So he was not trying to explain himself here that no, that he was trying to state that if they can get blood immediately within 2-3 days, like after Mohbad died, they will just quickly withdraw the blood and use it. That is always better to run that one during that period. So she went further and said, how did you scoop out blood? He now said that they took it from the large vessels. That he took the blood from the large vessels. Sorry, please. I'm turning to the next page. Then the next question was, she asked a question that, okay, could it be that they didn't send this thing? Ina said that it doesn't have anything to, it was about the sample. If they sent it, where they sent it to. Ina said that no, that they sent the sample to the IPO. That they gave the sample of the tests, that the samples of what they collected, every of this thing, to the IPO. They now said time frame for tests. They asked him about the time frame for tests, that how long will it take for these results to come out? That's like for the toxicology autopsies to come out. He now said not more than 4 weeks. Mr. Gurexi, oh my God, he's not here. He's here that I would like him to even help me out. Because he said not more than 4 weeks, so not 4 months, though.
For autopsy or toxicology?
Maybe it's autopsy. He said time for, because he said time frame for test. I will need
sorry,
to
let me drop for
there.
Guresi to come up. When he finish, I'll come back.
There's another part they talked about. That was 4 months is when they said they delayed. 4 weeks. I wrote it now. I said not more than 4 weeks. The result should come out. And I said, how long did yours take? So that's the part I need this person to come and help me answer. So I think maybe that was when he said maybe 4 months. But he said 4 weeks. Because he said, how long should the toxicology autopsy results, how long should it take for you to come out? He said 4 weeks. Then the lawyer now said, how long did yours take? If Mr. Gurexi come, please, we need to ask him. He should help me answer that, please. I left it opened. So the lawyer further went. He said, did you bother to check that's Mohbad's head and all that? In case maybe there was an injury in the head, like if he understands that there's hemorrhage and all that. Bio Billions, you were there. So he said, sorry for the distraction. He now said, I think they were talking about, oh, I think I missed that one too. I just noticed I didn't write. Let me go forward, Cha. The next question was, that where was the sample? Like when he took the sample, why didn't he take it? He said that, okay, yeah, that who were there when the sample was taken. He mentioned himself, he mentioned a few people, now mentioned the IPO, mentioned Blessing, Wunmi's sister, mentioned his HOD, that his HOD too was there as well. So the lawyer further went and asked him again, did you check the neck side again? Like we were trying to ask him. He now said he checked and there was nothing there. That's from the neck, head. Is he sure? He said there was nothing. That he didn't say anything. So he said, she now further asked again Is there probability anything? Hold on, please. Okay, I think I missed that part. Okay, I even asterisked it. I'm not meant to have mentioned it. Sorry, I'm not meant to have asterisked it. Sorry. So it went further again that what's the standard procedure? You understand, to handling this? That's like, maybe are they to give it to the IPO? That's what's the standard procedure when they take samples. You know, said the standard procedure is that they take when they take the samples, they send it, they will give it to the prosecutor, that they hand it over to the prosecutor to go and do the test. And that's when he now said that he understand, and he heard rather that he got the gist that it wasn't sent immediately. You understand? And it took about 4 months before they sent it. Please, did you hear that? So this was where the 4 months came in. He said that when they collected the sample and he had handed it over to the IPO, the prosecutors, that he heard, this is the pathologist, he heard, under his understanding, he understood that he got some, there was some talk somewhere that they didn't send it immediately, that it took about 4 months before sending it. I said, George put hand for head. Don't just they look George reaction. Don't him will be George shame forward. Sorry, everybody were just, you know. I said, babe, relax. Now me the year. You are distracting me, baby. Emma Bino. Moving forward, the lawyer now said that things left for days or months. And do you think it will come back? Do you think it will come out right? That's like, don't you think the results will not come out the proper way? Ina said he can't say. Because they said the test, you said you left it for months, days. Do you think the test, like the samples you've collected, do you think it will come out the same way? Ina said he can't say. That's the pathologist. So the lawyer further went and said, so can we say it have been manipulated? That's how the lawyer ended, because after the pathologist said he can't say, the lawyer now said, so that means from what you're saying is that we can say, since you said the stuff had been with them for 4 months, they sent it after 4 months, so can we say that it's possible that, okay, yes, and along the line they still talked about it, that is it possible that it can be swapped? That's the okay, let me continue, Sha. Me and no John. But let me say it in between. If you forget, said
what did the state council? The state council defend that the timing, because the state council in November said they've taken it abroad. But Barrister Akinde said they've sent it abroad in November.
Now Gorex go know if not the state council. Nobody, no council.
Now there was state council, but go ahead.
Okay. So Ina said she was saying something that that means it's possible that results could the sample might have been swapped. You understand that something might have happened, or is a manipulated result that they brought before. That's what she needs. She will keep quiet on. So she muted. Then Sanshitu now went further again and said the report was not certified by NMS. That was the result certified by NMS. So he took him to the NMS test result and said, please, can you look at this thing and check if it's certified? The guy was wasting time saying, no, he cannot tell us if it's certified or not. He cannot say anything, that it doesn't concern him. He is a is for autopsy, not for toxicology. Sanchituna said, I'm only saying, look at this evidence before you. After all, you also cross-examined it before you came out to come and talk on it. Even last year, now you come defend the case. So just look at it. Okay, Sanchituna, the judge was not like, the magistrate was like, you should be able to answer that. So the what they call it, Sanchituna referred him back. So while he was looking at it, he said, Sanchitu said, okay, look at this. Is this not your own stamp, your certification on it? He said that's his own. He said, please show me where NMS's own is. He could not show anything. So because that was when he said, I can't answer for toxicologist. So let me just go on. Can you report the report was the report certified by NMS? He said, I cannot answer for toxicology. That's the pathologist. Sanchitu now said, I see the problem of the court. Okay, yes, that was when the Sanchitu was like, that I can see the problem of the court, that they are trying to, cook Abina. What was the word? I think I will need to go and look at it. Sha. There's a particular word he used, Sha, that they used at the report. They don't want him to answer. That he needs to answer it. That this is where the result is. That's the thing I was discussing just now. That you can look at this paper. It's just like this results that they posted for us on the news. Sure you get. He said, just look at it. Can you see any stamp, like certification, like stamping? You know the way they certified it. This is their certification that they said true certified copy, something like that. That where is NMS certification showing on NMS's results? That they can't find anything like that. No certification stamp and everything. So it was then he now responded, because the judge was like, respond now. That's when he now said no NMS, that there was no certification. So Sanshitu further went forward, now said, do you sorry please, do you blah blah blah, don't consent, okay, sorry please, okay, yes, did you visit Mohbad's residence? Yes, thank you. Abemena no vex. I dey rush right. My writing is, if I feel show na cameras. Let me put on camera so that you all understand what I'm going through. Let me put on camera so that you see what I'm going through. Can you see the writing? Shadi be writing Sherry Jaga Jaga. I just dey struggle. Men are no vex, please. Yeah, please bear with me. So let me go forward. So
sorry, Naimoli.
I'm almost through. Yes.
Hold on, I just want to hear this line so that I will keep it in my left hand. Are you saying that the pathologist could not confirm that the result was stamped by NMS?
Let me take it back properly. Okay. He said, Sanshitu asked him, the report was not certified by NMS. Can you look at this evidence before you, this report before you? Is NMS certified stamp, like if it is on the toxicology results? Can he look at it? He was refusing to. So, everybody was like,
hold on. We've gotten our answer from there. He was refusing to look at a result he came to defend.
Yes. At first, he was refusing.
At first, so, yeah? Go on.
Yes, he was refusing, and even his lawyer too interjected, and the judge was trying to reason as well. So Sanshitu now made a statement. He said, I can see that the court, he said, I can see the protection of the court, that they are trying to protect them from handling, looking at, yes, just to look at a report that they brought. Do you understand? You brought a report. I'm saying look at the same report, and you now, because you want to now protect the pathologist from doing it. The judge was not like, no. The magistrate was not like, no, not that way. So he now said they should rephrase the question for him. So Sanshitu threw it to him again, saying that, can you look at it and show us where is stamped by NMS the result that they brought? And he now looked, he said, you saw your own, right? He said, yes, their own stamp is on it, right? Their own certification is on it. Then, what about NMS? He said, no NMS. That was what he said, no NMS. Because any of the answer where they give sharp, I they write them, no NMS. So, no NMS stamp on their results. I'm even looking at it, Seth. You see those stamp where they put nothing like NMS. Instead, there's the Korodu chemical stamp. Not only cut stamp and other Anyway, so let's going forward. So the other parts now. They now said, Sanshitu said that did you visit? Yes, that did you visit Mohbad's residence? You understand, to do some investigations, like doing this test and all that. I guess maybe for the DNA. It's going to be for maybe DNA. That's what I'm thinking, because I'm a fasher. And they asked him that question, did he do this? Did he do that? Did he go to Mohbad's residence to take all those things? And his answer was no, he didn't. So, going forward, the lawyer, whose lawyer is this one? Okay. There was one other lawyer, that one now asked the question, said, that was where Sanshitu just muted, So he said, did you at any point in your okay, yes. I think it's his own lawyer. Yes, the pathologist lawyer. Sorry, I said lawyer. Yeah, pathologist lawyer. Yeah, I'm right. I thought I said liar. Sorry, pathologist lawyer said, was not trying to, defend this person. Said, did you at any point, did you use the old technique, or you use the okay, no, he said, sorry, he said, he said, did your old technique, that's they said they use the old technique, they didn't use the modern techniques, they didn't use the modern machines like all those x-rays and all that, would you say that the results didn't pick well, that would you say it missed any information or any details? He now said no, that's like the old technique that they use picks every proper thing, but his answer was no. Do you understand? They asked him, would you say that, are you saying that, let me just read, like, did your old technique not pick any other thing? Wait, did your old technique, that's the old way, the old school way, that they didn't miss any vital information that they should use for the test, that if the thing didn't pick, if it picked the right things? He said, let me not say the right things, let me not break it down, let me just try and say it the way. Did you miss any parts? Do you understand? Did you miss any parts of your investigation? Like, did you miss out with using your old techniques, as in using the old techniques? And he said no, that's like the old techniques picked everything that needed to be picked, that they use. The old technique is very useful. So the lawyer was like, if using modern, the body must be that if they are using modern, that's what the lawyer said, that if they use the modern techniques, Shebi, they are going to carry the body abroad, right? And the lawyer now said yes, that if they are going to use the modern techniques, they will have to fly the body out of the country, or the pathologist will come to Nigeria and take the things they need to take from Mohbad's body. So the leading, okay, yes, there's a counselor, so leading counsel, so clear judge. Okay, yes. So while this lawyer was trying to ask questions, so it was as if that's the pathologist lawyer. He was trying to reopen a fresh case, like reopen it to go back. So the leading counsel, that one now stood up and interjected him and said that, because before then, Sanshitu stood up and wanted to, cross-examine the pathologist. So he was now saying, please, you are using my time. That's the pathologist lawyer, that they should stop Sanshitu from, talking. So Sanshitu now said, it's not possible. You are reopening the case that they've already handled. He has talked last year. Now you want to now reopen it. It's obvious that if you do that, that means they will have to cross-examine him again. The leading counsel too now said the same thing. So they were, saying it back and forth that it's not possible, that he should stop sending questions that are misleading the court and all that. So he apologized, and the judge was telling him that he has no right to have done that, that he's trying to mislead the court or say things that is not it. So so he now asked again, and I told him to ask. He now said, was he handed over to IPO? That's his own lawyer. He now said yes, that given in a Ziploc bag. So the lawyer now asked again that if sealed, not even his own lawyer, that's the female lawyer that asked that question also. Either the female lawyer or somebody, I just wrote that thing, Sha. And I said, let me just continue with the question. Lawyer, if sealed, will it be accepted if broken? That's if the sample that they put in the Ziploc bag, if they send it to the lab, will the lab collect it if the seal is broken? He now said no, that it will not be received. So there was a man in blue. He asked the question, and his question was, if the superficial is not treated, if it's not treated and maybe infection or something, that can it be, what can happen, that can it be infected? If a superficial injury is not properly treated, can it be infected? He now said yes, That's the pathologist said yes, it can be infected. So the lawyer, the guy in blue asked again. I think that's that Mr. Grex's friend. I think if not treated with the proper drugs, that what can happen with the results and all that. I think I missed that part, but it was saying something that the injury will still show during their stuff because that place was already infected and it will not heal. You understand that the place will still be opened, and from there. So he said, how can you identify after 6 days head injury that if the head had a crack? Is it possible that what if maybe Mohbad's head hits the wall or something and the skull did not crack, but maybe there could be an internal bleeding or what? How can he? No, he now said how can he be able to identify? So he now said, the pathologist now said, through fracture or bleeding is how they can identify. So the guy now asked another question again, trying to ask this question, but they said they've answered it. So they told him to go back and sit down. That was when they called Nurse Feishayo's lawyer. That Nurse Feishayo, where she, the lawyer stood up.
Thank you, Molly. Before you continue that that part, you made a very good observation. Hold on. You made a very good observation in the beginning of your summation, and I would like to take us back to it. Are you confirming to this honorable house, honorable platform, that Nurse Feishayo's lawyer came in the Nurse Feishayo, the nurse lawyer came in the same car with Wunmi's lawyer?
Yes, she did.
Okay, continue.
She did with the flappy hair guy. That's Abdul Karim Karim Kazim, or what did he call himself?
Now we are putting one on one together. Go on.
Memoli, you did the video, so after the show, you can go to your live and download it and check again. You get, just check, yeah?
Okay.
Just download your live.
Yeah, true.
It should be on your live. It's live. It should be on your live.
The video, and let's analyze that again later.
Okay, no problem. I'll do that. So, but that was it then. Mr. Gurexi has briefed us where the lawyer was asked that Wunmi's the nurse's lawyer, and she was stating something that maybe the nurse is not, she's representing blah blah blah, and I think the magistrate was trying to make her understand that even the pathologist, no matter how risky or scary the whole place was, he still came today. And whether I think there was one excuse he's meant to have, but at least he was present. The nurse has no reason not to be present at the court today, because other people are here. Why didn't she, before she now said let them go for recess or something, then she came back talking about that Bankole and Smith, their disruption, trying to stop it. That's from Aries and Co. So, and I was on live recently, and somebody were just trying to tell me that they already stated that one of these people that changed from the other camp that was there said something that, I told you that what if the nurse doesn't come? That this was what they were already foreseeing and trying to avoid, blah, 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 blah. And, people are waiting for 14 days. Now, let's know what is going on. I don't know the desperation why this set of people that claim to be public want to really associate with Baba Mohbad. Kebe, I just read it now. There's a lawyer from women organization something. Go there and submit your own. Must you be with Baba Mohbad? Anyway, let me mute you. That's all I have to say. Thank you. I've been able to.
Thank you very much, Naimoli. Thank you, Guresi. Thank you, Mommy Rich Place. Thank you, Tony Peperempe. Everybody on ground today, thank you. In fact, it has been brilliant feedback from the people that went to the inquest. I will allow the panelists to go ahead, but before the panelists will go ahead, let me state this emphatically. In all the submissions that we've heard today, it is ascertained that it was Bankole and Smith that went to collect stay of proceeding, that obtained an injunction stay of proceeding. That was why the inquest today was brought to halt. And Bankole and Smith was seen in the premise of the court before the proceedings started. And when they started, they could not see him. I think probably he had to go to High Court to make sure that he pushed further so that the inquest will be stopped. And he achieved that. Thank you, Bankole and Smith, representing the other people. I'm not going to mention their name, but and we know that where that was coming from. Now again.